How about Syracuse, Mac? We both picked Georgia Tech. We will tell you that. If you listen on Friday,
Silly
you remember.
us.
Syracuse beats.
Oh, people will remember. Trust me. I've got plenty of messages. People
I'm
remember.
Sure. Syracuse beats number 23, Georgia Tech 31-28. Georgia Tech makes a late push to make it this close, but Syracuse's offense was absolutely humming. It was so much fun to watch. I was so impressed. Kyle McCord, 32 of 46 for 381, 4 touchdowns. And then I love the combination of Gadsden and Pena, who both had 6 catches, who both had 2 touchdowns. They were electric. LaQuint Allen was also really good when he got his opportunities. This offense is awesome, Mac. And the defense, I know you want to talk about the defense. The defense was so much better against the Georgia Tech rushing attack. But this offense really blew me away.
They were exceptional. And I think that, we've spoken about this a lot on the huddle. And if you guys have watched us over there at all, specifically with Kyle McCord and how important it is. And KG, I would love to kind of hear your thoughts as a shooter. When your coach believes undeniably that you are the guy, no matter what happens, you're our leader. We go as you go. Why are you so good right here? Because of Kyle McCord. How are you guys able to do this? Kyle McCord. And so hearing that at every opportunity, hearing him because of the all access thing, which was fantastic with Syracuse, directly look at him and just say, you're setting the tempo for today. Let's go. What do you want to hear? The belief is insane.
Yeah.
And it's directly translating to him, the 2 games that he's played for Syracuse, having the greatest game he's ever had in his life, the second greatest game he's ever had in his life, and trumping it the next week. So it's insane to see this guy, the record-breaking stuff he's doing personally, the command of the offense, the relationship between him, Gadsden, Pena, all these guys. It just seems like they've been together for 5 years and they've been together 5 months. And so I'd love to see it. Kyle just looks really, he's a Sunday guy for sure. I think there was a little doubt, with just everything that happened at Ohio State, but the control that he has, the vision, the moxie, and I can't stress enough how much believing in your guy, instilling that confidence, what it can do. It saved his career, saved his life, at the end of the day with what he's doing moving forward. So I love that. Love the creativity to Arande into LaQuint Allen. It's chess pieces. Where can you put them? How can we use them? How can we get the best matchup? And when Syracuse needed it the most, 3rd and 10, if we give the ball back to them, we're probably losing. Everyone in the field, everyone in the stadium knows this ball's going to 19. It still got to 19, and there was nothing you could do to stop it. It was really impressive to watch offensively.
It's amazing the difference that, we know Fran Brown's made such a huge difference with his culture change. And we had him on the show. He's incredible to talk to. And he's brought in a lot of guys from the portal, offense and defense. But when you have a guy like Kyle McCord, it's just a game changer. This offense, and you've got some of the same weapons, right? We talk about Gadsden, Allen, and it's just different. It's so different with him as the trigger man. And Mac, it's crazy too. You talk about the belief, coming from a place, they obviously, Ohio State believed in him because they started him for all those games, but it didn't feel the same like it does now. And Fran Brown, he's going to send Ryan Day all the champagne as he said many times. He's he just says what he thinks. I love that.
I do too.
But Mac, and I know if you have more offense, go ahead. But the defense too, this is why we picked Georgia Tech, because Ohio ran all over Syracuse, and
250
to get your team to be that much better from one week to the next is really impressive.
It is. And again, it's 1000% the reason why we picked it, because I saw it on. That's all I have. That's you until proven otherwise. Nearly 20 missed tackles, getting bullied off the line of scrimmage by Ohio, not State, not anything else. Ohio. And so I'm just watching that okay, Georgia Tech's going to play bully ball. Keep it away. No shot. Maybe if it turns into a track meet, you feel good about it, which is what happened. But all Diggs having to play linebacker. This dude is 6'5", 260. He's playing linebacker. Unbelievable. Dominant. Had 2 or 3 tackles for loss in the backfield, it seemed like, all night, making plays, making guys redirect. Physical. honestly, I wish I never would have watched the Ohio game. I wish I
Yeah.
never would have saw it because it was a totally different looking team. And coach came on after and did his little press conference, and clearly there was something that happened where they felt really disrespected, either by Georgia Tech or because of Georgia Tech.
Yeah.
I don't know what it was, but he got his guys going. He got himself going, then he got his guys going, and it worked. So excited to see again what can Syracuse do moving forward. But I do want to say this about Georgia Tech before we move on.
Mhm.
Never showed any quit.
Yeah.
It was obviously tough. Couldn't get going what they needed to. Thought they maybe looked a little tired, which is just, it's hard. The emotions, you're playing, going over all this stuff, it adds up. I'm tired. It's week 2. It feels like week 10. I'm tired. And so all these different things happen, but yet they still were right there and almost found a way to do it. Had like a blocked punt, a blocked field goal, an onside kick recovery, and we're 3 points away. And a 3rd down and 10 stop from getting the ball back and maybe winning. So I still think Virginia Tech, talk about them. Georgia Tech is a really good team. Obviously, the schedule is brutal. This is probably one of those you needed to win. So maybe now you're back at that border because you beat Florida State. You lost this game. You're fighting for your life for postseason because of how hard this schedule is.
And they know that. And I don't think they're too worried about it. They're just going to keep going. But we talk about Clemson having a bye week. Georgia Tech didn't have a bye till 2 more weeks. So they had 2 more games. It's like, could they not get an earlier bye? Kind of tough. I did think, Mac, the Georgia Tech defense, which we know had some issues last year, maybe some struggles there. I mean, Syracuse only scored 31, but
right.
Kyle McCord really could get whatever he wanted. So,
and we talked about that too. We literally said Georgia Tech has not seen anything like what they're about to in regards to a passing attack. We were super clear about that in regards to who they played, and that they hadn't seen anything like that. And that rang true very quickly.